Drafting with Numot.
Hello friends, Kenji here for an M20 Core Set 2020 draft. It is one of the best core sets we've had in a while. It feels very, very intricate, I guess. You know, there aren't just your basic cards that you would normally get in, or what you would normally expect in a core set. It actually has a lot of play to it. Let's just jump right in. We have 15 seconds. Our rare being the Wake Root Elemental, a fine card. I've actually been a little bit unimpressed with it. Obviously, it can take over the game in a nutshell, but it is very mana prohibitive. That being said, it's a rare, and we're going to try it out. Otherwise, we're passing like Murder, Audacious Thief, some other good cards. But this format has been actually very, very slow, and so I think a card like this can just easily take over the game for sure. Notably, the land doesn't turn into a creature until end of turn. It is permanent, so very easy to win with this if it remains on the battlefield for any amount of time. Second pick, second pack, we have a Pacifism. There's a lot of good common removal in this set, for the record. Pacifism, Rapacious Dragon, 3/3 flyer for 5 that makes 2 treasures is good. There's a Gorging Vulture, a lot of good graveyard synergies here. Spider, if I just want to follow up with another green card. I think here I'm going to take the Rapacious Dragon. Yeah, just a good card overall. Helps splash, helps fix, helps ramp. So let's try this out over Pacifism or anything else. And there's a lot of blue in this pack. Another Pacifism here, though, is kind of interesting. I guess this might be the position where I want to take the Pacifism now. I am not a huge fan of white, though. I think white is probably the worst color in this format. So if I can avoid it, that would be ideal. But, I mean, if I'm going to get past another Pacifism, then I suppose it's just the pick. So take it here over the Thicket Crasher. See what happens. Okay, some good cards here. Another Netcaster Spider, Ferocious Pup, Gift of Paradise, Griffin Protector if I want to keep on going through the white. I think here I'm either going to go with the Gift or the Spider. Let's just take the Spider. There are a large amount of flyers in this format, and I think main decking cards like Plummet are just very, very good. So something like a Netcaster Spider is often going to do a lot of work. As we have a Chandra's Embercat now. We could be red-green elementals. I think red-green elementals is a very good archetype in this format. Passing another Pup. Smuggler. Let's take the Embercat. Can do some nice things, ramping you up. Ooh, and that's a really good sign too. Scampering Scorcher is, I think, a very, very good uncommon 4-drop. If you're able to play some more elementals prior to playing this, then they're going to gain haste. But just a solid card overall. I am passing an Ember Hauler here, which is sort of awkward, but I think I'd rather go down the elemental route for now. Let's put this Pacifism into the sideboard for now. Easy to splash if we want to, but let's keep going down this route as we take a Marauder's Axe. A fine card, not amazing, but can make any of your creatures a little bit more potent. But yeah, this is looking good for us so far. First pick, Wake Root. I think there might have been a Creeping Trailblazer in the opening pack. I didn't really get to catch a glance at it too well, but Creeping Trailblazer being the red-green elemental that it's not a lord. It doesn't give all the other elementals +1/+1, but it gives them +1/+0, and it can pump itself up as well. Elementals are red, green, and blue, though, so there is a possibility that I end up splashing some blue cards should they come around. Okay, 8th pick. Nothing too exciting. We do have an elemental here, but Healer of the Glade is not a real card. Looks like here I'm just going to take the Griffin Protector and maybe consider going back into white, as this is by far the best card in the pack, and we already have that Pacifism I was talking about, so easy pickup. Into potentially like a Windscarred Crag. Infuriate is just a good red combat trick. Red getting a pseudo giant growth effect. I think Growth Cycle's also very good. Just scales very nicely. But I think I'm going to go with the Windscarred Crag here, because that leaves me... Well, not only does it look like it's just going to be played in this deck anyways, but if I'm going to go red-green, I can always splash white with it for sure. So not a bad wheel. I think blue is the strongest color in this format, and then probably followed by green. Okay, wheel to Raise the Alarm. Not a great card, but again, I do already have an axe, and it's fine with like the Protector. Haven't really seen much green outside of these two cards, so I think I'm happy to kind of make a pseudo switch here. No point going over this 2-drop rare Dinosaur. It is just bad usually. Too many. If you have too many 1 or 2 toughness creatures, it's not going to do anything. Let's take this Manifold Key. Smuggler, excellent. Another good wheel. Really solid card that can just push through damage. Take that. Squad Captain versus Moment of Heroism. I'm not huge on Squad Captain, but it's okay to run like one, especially in this tokeny themed deck so far. Alright, and we opened a Thunderkin Awakener. Not a good one. One of the best uncommons, though, is the Ironroot Warlord. I guess it could be green-white still. This card is good, though. Yeah, I think we'll take the Ironroot Warlord. Kind of jumping around all different areas, but I think the power level of this card is high enough to take instead of just the Angel of Vitality, which would just be a Winddrake in our deck, right? We're not really gaining any life or anything like that, but let's take the Ironroot. Super high upside, very good card. And now we have some nice green ones. We have Rabid Bite, Leafkin Druid, Mammoth Spider, Overgrowth Elemental. Okay, I'm fine taking the Rabid Bite here and maybe moving into green-white instead of anything else, as the only true red card that I'd care to play is like Rapacious Dragon or something like that. So yeah, let's take Rabid Bite. See if this this move can work, as we have a very similar pack here to the last one. Another Smuggler here, Boreal Elemental, probably the best card. I have the choice between like a Griffin Sentinel and a Steadfast Sentry. I'm actually going to take the Flyer here. I think the Griffin does work, and Sentry is very replaceable. So let's take the 1/3 Flyer. Perfect. Now we get a Gauntlets of Light to kind of make these flyers a lot better. So this card is, I don't think it's like particularly awesome, but I've had some good experiences. So let's try this out. Especially good on like the Griffin Sentinel that I just took anyways. As we pick up a very easy Wolf Rider saddle here. Good equipment. A lot of good cards here for us too. Growth Cycle, Sedge, another Sentry. Reduced Ashes, I just passed another one. But we'll take the saddle. And pick up a good removal spell in the form of Eternal Isolation. Okay, I think this is going to work out. It looked like I could have been some combination of Naya for sure, because I'm still seeing some okay red cards here, but again, these red cards aren't super thrilling anyways, and I think where I'm ending up is looking pretty good. Okay, next pick here of this pack. Just going to take the Mammoth Spider here, it looks like. Ferocious Puppy, not so great in this deck unless I get a Overcome or something. So, just take the 3/5 with Reach. Call it a day there. Ooh, another Gauntlets of Light, huh? I can try this out. Again, I don't think that this card is particularly good, but now if I can take some, whatever those Devout Chaplains are, the 1/3s with Lifelink for 2, make these Gauntlets of Light a little bit better. Or even just some more Griffin Sentinels. Like, Griffin Sentinel with a Gauntlets of Light is effectively a 5/5 flying vigilance. Build your own Ceres Angel, kind of. As we get a Moment of Heroism here. Although, Feral Invocation, like a sticky pump spell, might be better. I'm actually going to take the Feral. Let's do that instead. Green-white tricks. Pretty common archetype, honestly. Let's go with another spider here over the Feral Invocation number 2. Mammoth Spider's always, this type of card always feels a little bit awkward in green-white just because I feel like you want to be going wide and more aggressive. But let's take, I don't want another squad captain, but we have enough flyers, or sorry, reach creatures now that I don't need the plummet in the main. We'll just leave it in the sideboard. Okay, last few picks here. We did get a Sedge Scorpion, which is fine, though not thrilling. This will be one of the first cards I cut if we find enough other playables. There's that one of the Steadfast Sentries. So looking for, I guess, a little bit more removal. We have Pacifism, Eternal Isolation, and a Rabid Bite currently, as well as a bunch of pump effects, but I guess the creatures are kind of lacking as well. I have only, what, 1 2-drop? Yeah. Need some more early game creatures. My curve would ideally start on turn 2 instead of turn 3. And even then, I don't have that many 3-drops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, well, well. What do we have here? One of the best cards in the set, Chandra Novice Pyromancer. It's funny, the uncommon Chandra, this one, is better than the rare Chandra by a lot. Just -2 to deal 2 damage to any target, and you can do it twice because she starts at 5. Is so good. I have this Windscarred Crag. I'm going to consider splashing the Chandra here because I'm just not losing much. Like, there's a Leafkin Druid, which is fine. Apostle is kind of a hoser for some decks, but Chandra is just so good. If I pick up enough fixing, I'll play her for sure. Okay, next pack. Looks like I'm going to take the Griffin Sentinel here over Gift of Paradise. Best card being Disfigure. But again, with our pump effects, these flyers are actually really good. Wonder if my deck would have been better had I moved in onto red and stayed there. Might have been close. Again, I think any combination of Naya was probably doable. Just unfortunate that the best card I opened was a white one so far. Okay, good pack here now. Inspiring Captain, another Gauntlets, Thrashing Brontodon, Tracker, Dawning Angel. See, this deck feels like it wants Dawning Angel more than it does Mammoth Spider. But I think here for just more solid sake, we're going to take the Brontodon over Inspiring Captain. Just a good 3-drop. Which now we're a little bit glutted on 3s, but taking a 4 doesn't really change that fact, as we can still play a 3-drop on turn 4, for example. Ooh, an Ancestral Blade would also go a really long way for this deck. Ancestral Blade's the 2-mana equipment, white equipment that gives a creature +1/+1, and it makes a 1/1 when it enters. It's only 1 mana to equip though, but seems like it would be really solid in my deck so far. Okay, another Griffin Protector is a good pickup. Jeez, that would have been our second Glinthorn Buccaneer. Not that this card is like super good, but it's a 3-drop, right? Can't do much better than that. Empyrean Eagle, very good card in the blue-white Flyers deck. Blood for Bones, another very good card, but Griffin Protector's nice. We're passing an Inspired Charge, but oh well. Take some more Flyers. Okay, there's another Windscarred Crag here if I want to try to splash that Chandra. There's also a 2-drop, which I do need pretty badly. And this is a good one too. As with any of our pump effects, becomes like a 4/4 first striker. I think I'd rather just solidify my 2-drop than take the fixing. Taking this crag would make my deck more powerful, but this is going to make my deck more consistent. So nice, and we did get the Inspiring Captain, or at least one of them. Take that over the Puppy and over the Anvil Rot. Okay, wield an Apostle. Frostlinks probably shouldn't be going this late, but sideboard that Apostle. Oh yeah, actually, let's take the Vorse Claw. I think that, again, is going to be better than Mammoth Spiders in this deck, especially since I already have a bunch of flyers of my own. Can't go wrong with the 7/7 for 6. More sideboard versus black. Okay, good sideboard option in natural end. Oh, wow, and we wield some more white cards. Okay, let's take the Angel now, too. And now I can cut like this Scorpion and just get the big flyer in. Nice, and an Inspired Charge. Okay, wow, and the Windscarred Crag. So now with 2 Windscarred Crags, I think it's a very real possibility that Chandra is a good splash. I'd still want to run at least 1 mountain in the deck with her, though, which makes me a little bit hesitant, but I think the power level is there and it's worth it. Cutting something like a Steadfast Sentry could be okay. I think we ended up with a decent green-white deck, though. Didn't pick up any removal there, but we still have at least 3 removal spells, which is good. In the last pack, that is to say. I'm not like the super wide go white style, though. Because even though I have the Ironroot Warlord, which is good at going wide, it's not like we're doing a mass creature or anything. That's what our curve looks like. So a little bit short on 2s, but decent curve overall. Now the question is, do I want to get this Chandra in? Or Inspired Charge? I think Charge could be useful. It might be better. But I'm already running the Axe and 3 other pump spells. I think we're okay without it. Alright, I'm going to go like this, 17 land. 9/8 seems fine. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to activate the Wake Root Elemental. It might just be a 6-mana 5/5 in this deck. That kind of sucks that we're so heavy. So much more heavy white. In fact, I'm going to try running 9 forest and 8 plains. We only need 1 plains in this deck, and increasing our odds of activating this is probably a good idea. Alright, let's submit this and go to round 1. Alright, here we are for game 1 of this Core Set 2020 M20 draft. On the draw, and 1 lander is a no-go. This is going to have to be a hand we keep, and we'll pitch a forest to the bottom. At least we have a 2-drop here. And 4 of 5 green sources already should I draw that Wake Root Elemental. Put it on black-red. Black-red, a more aggro deck, for sure. A lot of good removal that black-red has. They have Murder, Bone Splinter, Shock, Chandra's Outrage, Reduce to Ashes. And those are all common. Then they have things like Disfigure, uncommon. Wow. 3/1 pro-white. Well, that seems like it's going to be GG versus me. Dang, that sucks. Oh my gosh, I might just lose to that card. That's my one gripe with this format. Protection is back in the format, and you just like I have 2 pro-black cards in my sideboard. This pro-white card is just going to get me. I can't even block it. Disgusting. What do you got, OP? Maybe a fire elemental, maybe? 5 mana here. Or a Spitfire plus a 2-drop. I see. Well, things could be going better for me, certainly. I guess I'll play the Steadfast Sentry pre-combat and then bash for 3 with the Warlord. Okay, opponent only has 2 cards left in their hand though. Dawning Angel next turn is going to be able to block the Spitfire. So I'm going to end up taking 4 here. Not that bad. Daggersail, Aeronaut. It's a 3/2, but it only has flying on their turn. Alright, Vorse Claw is a fine means to block the Berserker. I think I'm just going to attack with the Steadfast Sentry this turn. Okay, no blocks. And again, they only have 1 card left in their hand, so I'm not doing too shabby here. Worst case scenario is they have like a Chandra's Outrage for my Dawning Angel, but if I get to trade off my Angel for the Aeronaut, that's huge. I'm going to happily take that deal. Nice, okay, and the last card in their hand is a Fire Elemental. Perfect. So we get to run out the Vorse Claw now and just pass the turn. And they don't get to beat me for 3 anymore, but they can start poking me for 1. In the meantime, though, I get to keep producing 1/1 tokens whenever I don't draw anything relevant. As they play a Sanitarium Skeleton, sure. Another Gauntlets of Light. Well, not so good when I only have 1 white source, so I'm just going to pass here and make a token with the Ironroot Warlord. We're in no rush, we still have a lot of life, and they're only beating me down for 1 a turn currently. Just need to find like a Assault Griffin or whatever. Pacifism's not bad. That's interesting. I could actually start getting on the offensive here if I want to pacify something. But I think for now, let's just put the gauntlets on our Inquisitor and set up for next turn. Because I could even pacify the Sanitarium Skeleton if I really wanted to. Though they're only on 1 black source right now. So they can't like return their skeleton and play it all in the same turn. So they would have to double block my Moorland Inquisitor. Am I okay trading that away, I guess is the question. Alright, well, let's pacify one of the fire elementals. And then I can attack for 7. They're either going to just block with a skeleton or multi-block, which I'm fine with. Because now we get to play out the Brontodon, which can block their Berserker. I need another white source before I can attack with the Inquisitor. Or I needed it before I could attack because I wanted to pacify this turn. Sorcerer of the Fang. Okay, that can start pinging me for 2. But they tapped out a black, which means they're not returning their... Oh, actually, no, that's going to deal more. This deals damage, so... Crap, I'm actually on a 2-turn clock. So I need to start making a move / find one of my flyers to block here. Or like Spider or something. Nice, that'll work. Okay, so let's attack in with these. Oh, shoot! I shouldn't be attacking with pro-white. They just block with the Berserker. I forgot. And then they're just going to chump that. Right. So presumably here what they're going to do is use Sorcerer, ping me for 2, put me to 8, and then use Spitfire to put me to 4. Or they have Reduced to Ashes that they just drew. Damn, that sucks. Okay, so I'm going to fall to 9 here. They can't activate the Sorcerer this turn then. Man, that pro-white is hosing me bad. Alright. Good draw. Again, make the attack with the Boar's Claw. See if they chump. They might just take the 7, but see if they chump. Alright, Burglar jumping underneath the bus now. Hopefully they don't attack. Hopefully they don't see the play. Darn it, they do. Alright, so I'm going to take it. They might not actually activate, and the reason is they have that skeleton in their graveyard. Because now if they do this, they only have 2 blockers left, which is pretty risky. This is very risky. Yeah, I think they're not going to do it. I think they're going to bring back their skeleton. Both players are missing like a secondary source to really do stuff. That's funny. Alright, and now we can gauntlets up our Sentinel, effectively making it a 5-power flyer with Vigilance. And I can attack with everybody probably next turn. Kind of a weird game. Alright, they're just taking it, so they're going to go to 2. So I think their best plan of action might be to, yeah, use this Sorcerer now and try to burn me out. I fall to 6. But I think we might get this one next turn. Well, they're doing something. Did you draw another Reduced to Ashes? Oh, a 6/5 Menace. Okay, that's not bad. So currently their Spitfire has to chump my Griffin Sentinel though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can. Oh no, I have more than enough to kill them, right? They have no cards in their hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be lethal. I just got to attack with everybody. At least 2 creatures get through. GG. So, red-black, kind of medium cards though. We saw 1 removal in the form of Reduced to Ashes. The problem with this is that most of their big creatures were red, but it's still correct to bring in the Apostles. Gonna cut one of these Sentries. Can probably cut the Inspiring Captain. Wouldn't mind bringing in some Mammoth Spiders, although these aren't very good versus Fire Elementals. I almost wonder if I should just bring in Sedge Scorpion instead. Alright, they showed us 2 fire elementals and the rip scale that last turn. Yeah, I think I'm okay just bringing in the 2 apostles and cutting the steadfast and this inspiring captain. Let's go to game 2. Here's game 2 of the first round. Our green-white dudes versus their red-black dudes. Looks like we have a good opportunity to go all in on this Griffin Sentinel if we want to. Played our axe. Mono red over there for the opponent currently. Ooh, they do have a smuggler. That's going to help. This card pushes through a lot of damage. Yeah, 1/3 flyer into 2/3 flyer might be a good enough curve. As they play an aeronaut. Okay. Well, we're certainly not having issues drawing the forests for this Wakrut Elemental. So I guess that's good. I have to be a little bit careful with the gauntlets since we saw reduced to ashes. Ooh, and they do have a Chandra's Outrage. Means we're going to take another 3 here. I'm going to block. They could have Disfigure, but we didn't see it from them last game. Rabid Bite. That's not a bad draw. Do I want to go for the gauntlets? I think I do. The reason I want to go for the gauntlets here is because even though they could have reduced the ashes to blow me out, that would clear the way. Oh my god, I just Rabid Bite with a 1-power creature. Oh no, I messed up so bad. I was thinking that the gauntlets was going to make my Griffin a 5/5, but it just deals damage based on toughness. That's so awkward. Whoops. Oh god, this I can't even equip the axe anymore. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm so stupid. Well, they just chump attack their aeronaut, so I guess I'm okay, but can't believe I did that. Alright, let's attack him for 5. I could put him on a 2-turn air clock, but that only works if they don't attack with their burglar, which they can give unblockable, so I just threw away a Rabid Bite, but we might win here anyways because it looks like the opponent's kind of flooding out. Alright, Retributive Wand, last card in their hand. Yeah, looks like we're going to win this one, but not because I deserve to. Yikes, that's embarrassing. I guess they could draw like an Active Treason or something off the top and get me. Or I will just draw Pacifism and win. That works too. As long as I make sure to equip the axe to my Wakrut Elemental and not my Griffin Sentinel, because, yeah, don't be a dummy. I'm not going to say this was a deserved win, but it's a win nonetheless. Bear with me. It's early in the morning, I haven't had my coffee. Alright, well, they got me to 7, but we did end up winning. Alright, 1-0. Let's see if we can get the next 2 as well. Stay tuned. Round 2 on the draw. Hand looks fine. Just a bunch of random creatures. But welcome to green-white, I suppose. Pacifism, a good draw. At least a little removal. Opponent on the double planes. Hey, okay. Feral Invocation, also not a bad draw with the 3-drops and even 4-drop I have in my hand. Opponent missing lands here though, so I guess I'm just going to go more aggro. Play the creature with 2 power. Wow. Pacifism on my spider. Okay. Again, still missing lands, so might be able to just overrun them before they can draw anything. Soul Mender, the first play. besides the pacifism. Yeah, let's just go wide. We don't want to go all in on one creature in case they have another pacify effect, or they draw like a eternal isolation of their own, and I've made my Griffin a 4-power creature with feral protection, feral invocation rather. Okay. Steadfast Sentry. Again, we're just going to keep playing out creatures. Hit them for 4 here, then they're going to gain 1 life at end of turn. Or now, whenever. No need to pacify that. Not worth it. Wait for something bigger or a flyer of their own. Second Sentry, though. Interesting. So do I want to Axe or Feral? I guess I can play out the Axe and then just Feral here. This protects our Griffin Sentinel from a eternal isolation as well. Oh, they forgot to gain a life. They might have just given up, I guess. Not much to say. Opponent got mana screwed. Looks like a similar white aggro deck of some variety, though. I'm guessing they're not mono white, but with Soulmender in the deck, a lot of the times they would be playing black, as there are some black-white life gain synergies. So I could, in the dark, just bring in these Apostles. I don't think I'm going to, but I think it's a consideration. I think versus what they're doing, Mammoth Spiders are often good. But besides maybe Plummet, I think I'm happy to run it back and just go to the next game. I don't think we got enough information. So let's go to game 2. Alright, here we are for game 2. They've put me on the play here. This hand's pretty awkward. I need to draw 2 lands minimum. I think I'm going to mulligan and hope to hit a better 6. This was not really a better 6. But I'll keep this one, and I'm probably going to bin or bottom the Gauntlets of Light here. And just hope to hit 1 more land by turn 3. Alright. We might be in the position that they were last game. Ah, they were black, indeed. Womp womp. Gonna have like 2 non-games here. Opponent got screwed first game, I'm gonna get screwed second game. Bloodthirsty Aerialist, that's a good one. Found our land though, which was nice. I'm gonna lead with the Griffin here. Blocks both their creatures currently. And we drew another Gauntlets, so could make it a big flyer here. Should we choose to? Wow, another Aerialist, that's kind of crazy. I think instead of going all in now, I'm going to just keep developing out my board. We'll pacify one of those Bloodthirsties, most likely. And then we can Eternal Isolation the other, should they get it large enough. Or we could just hit something like an Epic here of Blood with the Eternal Isolation, should they have that. Could also see like an Agonizing Siphon from them. I'm going to go ahead and block. Moment of Heroism? Sure. So those are both going to get counters. They have a follow-up Sentry of their own. Let's probably Brontodon and attack, see if they want to trade. Because if they put a counter on one of their air lists, then I can just isolation it, which is nice. If not, I will just pacify the other. Inspiring Captain. Okay, so I'm going to take 4 damage here. They have 1 card left in their hand. Pretty funny that I actually want them to pump up their air list 1 more time. Alright, let's just play some more protection first. If I could play the gauntlets and activate the ability, I would. But we'll just play the saddle here and pass. So I'm going to go to 10, then I'm going to go to 8 from the sorcerer. Alright, that's a good draw. Guess we can go Griffin Protector plus Gauntlets. Only problem here is that the sorcerer is going to kill me at this point. Because I go to 8 here. They hit me for 3, I go to 5. Then I'm on a 3-turn clock to the sorcerer by itself. Okay, that's not bad. We can Spider here and try to start getting aggressive. I maybe should have been attacking with the Brontodon. I guess I couldn't do it until I played out another creature, though. Ooh, what does that block? Okay, I was going to say. So now I'm at 3? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have ways to gain life, right? Yeah, I'm just dead to the sorcerer. Sorcerer end of turn and then sorcerer again. GG. Oh, I guess I could draw Rabid Bite, actually. Rabid Bite on the sorcerer would save me and leave me at 1. So let's go Rabid Bite. Nope, GG. Activate sorcerer again. Good enough. Turns out my sideboarding strategy would have been okay. Bring in the Apostles. Let's cut the squad captain. Let's cut the Sentry. Plummet doesn't look bad. Maybe just cut Feral Invocation. And let's go to game 3. Okay, game 3, round 2. On the play we go. And another fine, though unexciting hand. I've got a creature and another creature. Welcome to green-white. Admittedly, this creature is very, very good. I wonder if that turn that I blocked into a moment of heroism, I shouldn't have done that. Because the creature was only a 2/3 that turn, right? So if I just wait, don't block, play the gauntlets the following turn, it's kind of hard for them to do anything. As they have the turn 1 Soulmender. Turn 2 Fencing Ace, okay. And they're attacking. I'm going to lead on the Iron Root. We've seen very little removal from them, and that bashes for 3 next turn. After I play Captain. If they attack, they have Moment of Heroism again, I guess. Boo. Alright, we'll just take the hit for 2. Or maybe 6, if they want to. Get super aggro already. Oh, into a Death Toucher. Darn it. Now I suppose I'm just going to play out the Brontodon and pass. They can get in with the 1/1 if they want to. I'll block the Fencing Ace with my Brontodon if they make that attack again. That's fine. What if I should just get this flyer online next turn, or if I want to make a token? I mean, the thing is, if they attack with the Vampire, then I get to attack back. Okay. Well, I'm going to make the play. As expected. This is still good for us, though. Like, that's a 2-for-1 in my favor. Interesting. And they're missing lands. So yeah, let's just play the flyer out. And equip. Attack for 4. It was very aggressive by the opponent. Did hit their 4th land here. And there's the there's the Aerialist with the Soulmender. So now I need to find some removal ASAP. Can move the Axe over here for the turn. And play Captain and attack for 4, but yeah, if I don't draw one of my removal spells for the Aerialist, we're gonna be dead. That is now a 4/5. Ooh, that is now a 5/6. So I have like 2 turns to draw removal, tops. Yikes. That ain't it. Might as well attack, since this would be trading with the Dawning Angel anyways. It's a 2-turn clock either way. Alright, I got 1 draw step. Pacifism. Rabid Bite doesn't work. So I need Pacifism, or I need Eternal Isolation. Oh wait, no, Rabid Bite would work? No, let's see. This would be a 4, 5, no. Rabid Bite wouldn't work either. Alright, Pacifism, Eternal Isolation. 1 time, let's go. GG's. Dang. No good, no good. Their fat flyer completely wrecked me. But I suppose I didn't have too many answers in the deck. 3 removal spells. Looks like we weren't drawing one anytime soon either. Alright, GG's. Let's go to round 3. Here's the final round, round 3, of this M20 draft with our green-white poop deck. On the play with a very classic green-white hand. For the record, again, I think white is probably the worst color in this format, and this deck is kind of poopy. I wish I had just gone red-green. If I had stuck to red-green, I think our deck would be not only more sweet, but a lot better. Well, silver lining, opponent's also playing green-white, so maybe we have a chance. I guess they could be playing multicolor, of course, but The classic turn 3-2-3. Solid play. Oh, they're playing red. We're already dead. Valiant Skyguard. Okay. Or Sky Knight Vanguard, rather. Well, the good news is the spider is pretty nice versus that. Gift of Paradiso, sure. Yeah, looks like they are multicolor. Wonder if they're just 3-color or if they're playing more than that even. Man, they have some good fixing, it looks like. Master Splicer. Yikes. Bad draw. Let's attack for 1, see if they block. It's a free roll attack. Although drawing like Feral Invocation there would have been pretty nice. Oh my gosh, look at that fixing. 3 duels and a Gift of Paradise so far. Oh no! Another pro-white creature. We know how good that is versus me. Granted, we did beat it last time. With the help of the old Vorse Claw. Alright, take my 4. Alright, Vorse Claw. It's up to you now, buddy. Hold down the fort. Fade removal. Win the game. That's the plan. Is it a good plan when the opponent has 4 cards in their hand? We're going to find out. Okay, land pass is probably a good sign for me. Drawing some extra flyers, also pretty nice. Okay, creature go. I'm in no rush to do anything here. Especially if the opponent's not doing anything. We want to save the pacifism for something like a Drakaseth or Safara. Bunch of big bombs in this format that cost like 7 and 8 mana. Alright, so we're going to play the Dawning Angel pre-combat and then attack for 3 with the Griffin Protector. I can probably start attacking with my Vorse Claw too if I want to. Yeah, let's do that. So it looks like they might have a Might of the Masses. Or a Growth Cycle. What is this block? Do they have multiple tricks? I'm going to order the Splicer first, because it effectively does an extra damage to the Golem. Inspired Charge? Huh, it is Inspired Charge. So we get to raise the alarm here, and... Oh, wait! I didn't even need to raise the alarm. This was stupid. Whoops. And now they have Might of the Masses? Oh god, what am I doing? Well, at least I killed their 2 stupid ground creatures. Okay, I got my coffee now. Let's take a sip. I'll give you a little bit of ASMR there. But I am playing sloppy. Sloppy. Currently looks like we're winning this position though, so Just going to attack with the Dawning Angel. I'm not going to pacify their Sky Knight and beat in for 1 extra damage. Again, that just plays into too many big bombs in the format. I will trade. Hey, there's a good draw. Still need 2 more forests to fully utilize it, but at the very least it's a 5/5. Moorland Inquisitor. Okay, so it looks like they're just playing 3-color aggro, which is kind of weird, but they do have good fixing for it. Plains. Why you gotta do this to me, buddy? Leafkin Druid. Alright, they only have 1 more card in their hand, so I'm feeling pretty good. There we go. 1 more forest. And we are talking. Land from the opponents. They must have like an Overcome or something in their deck. Still no forest though. Although Sentry's not bad, I can chump attack it into the Moorland Inquisitor and then pump up my Griffin, which is nice. Ooh, okay. That could close out a game very, very quickly if they do have an Overcome. They're going to start pumping out multiple tokens a turn. That was a great draw, though. So we have them on a 2-turn clock. I'm still going to hold the pacifism. Again, if they have a Sephara or a Drakaseth, I need to hold it. Or if they just play a random flyer next turn, I can pacify it and then win in the air. Alright, looks like they conceded though, as Magic Online is doing its slow roll thing. So we're playing against like a 3-color aggro deck. Honestly, there's not much I want to change here. Yeah, I think we're good where we are. Let's just run it back. Go to game 3, or rather 2. Game 2. And we're on the draw. And we have another classic green-white do-nothing hand, but I think it's a keeper. Even though the opponent's playing in a more aggressive deck, they are playing 3 colors, so that might buy us some time. Overall, I think this is a slow format. You can obviously build some pretty aggro decks that can punish, but for the most part, games normally draw out. Okay, well, they do have a 2-drop. Let's draw one of our Myriad 3s, because they have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Although currently a 3/3 just stops all of their 2/2s. I mean, it's a card. I can trade that for Wolf Token or something if I want to. I think it's better not to, though, as I'm under not much pressure, and again, the 3/3 just stops the entirety of what they're doing. So let's play the Saddle, make ourselves a 3/3. Next turn we can Sentinel plus raise the alarm, and then we have Gauntlets of Light for the Griffin. The opponent has a Leafkin, Druid, and Pass. Nice. It's good for us. Ooh. We're actually going to get to play our squad captain now, aren't we? End of turn, raise the alarm into squad captain as a 6/6. That seems pretty nice. And I can even Eternal Isolation that as well, since it's big enough. Let's get the 6/6 online first, and then I will isolate the Warlord the following turn. Okay, there's the red mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leyline of Abundance? Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of neat in their deck since they go super wide. Too bad for them. They're probably not going to survive to see it, as this is a spanking. So the Leafkin Druid actually taps for 3 mana right now, but what is this? 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage coming at them. Oh, they might have a Might of the Masses to save one of their dudes, it looks like. No. What do they have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, a Vorst's Claw. Nice. Well, that is bigger than my squad captain. Currently. Could gauntlets it up, though, or rather axe it up, or saddle it up. Wait, can I just win this turn? If I gauntlets of light here, axe here, or axe here actually, they would take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I'd put them to 1. Well, I'm definitely using gauntlets here. 5, they block here, here. Yeah, I can put them to 1. Alright. No, I actually like attacking with both of these. I have 2 Vigilance creatures, and even though they get to eat one of my 3/3s if they want to, this would still make my Griffin Sentinel lethal by itself the following turn. Okay, they are going to trade chump. Griffin Sentinel's still lethal though. So they need to go like Plains into Planar Cleansing would be their out. Well, that's not going to do it, although that does give them a flying blocker. I guess I'm technically not dead. Alright, attack with everything. They go to 1, they lose all their creatures. Your move. Fry! Oh no, my flyer. GG's. Alright, managed to pull off a 2-1. I don't think this deck was great by any means, but was just a pretty classic green-white deck. Didn't really get to showcase all of what M20 has to offer, as I think I drafted a pretty lackluster deck overall, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that anyways. There will be more Core 2020 set drafts in the future. Thanks for watching.